Welcome to the Go Fish pregame show. Colby Cook, Spencer Pattison. The Marlins are coming off a big victory over the Holly Springs Salamanders, 14-8. The Bats really came alive in fantastic fashion.
Yeah, the Bats were really good. Look, Mershon boosted his average back up over 400. We've been waiting on it. He was sitting around the 390 mark. 4 for 6 for Mersh. Marine had 2 stolen bases. We had 2 guys with 2 stolen bases last night, 5 total bags. It was all kinds of crazy. Trent Youngblood with, a 3 for 5 night. I mean, Mersh with 2 RBIs as well. It was just a really good offensive night. Now, pitching did struggle, but when you have that much offensive output, doesn't matter.
No, and it was definitely a great one to watch, being in Holly Springs, a phenomenal ballpark at Ting Stadium. And the guys, they really showed out. But tonight, they're going to face the Wilson Tobs, 2 of the best teams in the Coastal Plain League East Division. The Marlins sitting at 18-9 overall, while the Wilson Tobs are sitting at 14-11. We got our good one on our hands.
Well, and they'll face Trent Harris, the hard-throwing righty out of UNC Pembroke, fastball slider mostly. And let's be honest, he has dominated these hitters. They have not been able to find an answer for him, quite frankly, anytime he's come out. And so they're going to have to find an answer against Harris tonight because, you just got to get rolling against him. And look, it's going to be a tough task. Fastball slider combo, throws really hard. He locates well. He pinpoints well. He spent several years at High Point, but you're just going to have to find a way to kind of chip away because we saw a lot of small ball last night too, and that will also, help these Marlins kind of chip away and just, you got to play fundamentally sound ball and get it done.
Yeah, Trent Harris, a phenomenal pitcher, and he's pitched 24 2/3 innings so far this summer, a 0.36 ERA with 31 strikeouts.
That's absurd.
Really, just a phenomenal pitcher.
And that's exactly what he does. I mean, he's kind of the Spencer Strider type, right? Where he's, hard fastball slider. Now, no, he doesn't throw as hard as Spencer Strider. No. But, he's kind of got that, and he is a little bit taller, so he does kind of have that, downhill delivery. Strider's kind of short. But I use that comparison just as, he's got 2 really explosive pitches in the fastball and the off-speed, and he just uses them, to pinpoint control. And, I mean, that shows you right there, a 0.3, what'd you say, 0.36
yes.
ERA? That's absurd.
Yeah, very absurd. And on the other side, even a better ERA, Ryan Devaney, for the Marlins, he's got a 0.00 ERA. He has pitched in 8 2/3 innings, so significantly less. However, 9 games, 8 2/3, like I said, and 9 strikeouts. And he's a guy that doesn't usually get a start, but he's come in and he's really put some work in.
Right, so Devaney's going to be the opener today. Mostly fastball slider for him, and that slider is absolutely wipe out. It dives off the table, down and in to the lefties and down and away from the righties. It is absolutely filthy. And, he's going to be an opener. He will not go, very deep into this ball game. But what he will do is hopefully take care of, we hope the top 3 to the top maybe 6 Wilson Tobs in the order, and you can kind of stack the bullpen after that. So, you really, if you're Devaney, have to come out, have a good outing, set the table, and, that should propel, the rest of the stack to do their job.
So the Marlins trail 3-1 against the Wilson Tobs in the season series. The Tobs really have the Marlins number. So what do the Marlins need to do tonight to get a win?
Well, and look, you're going to hear this from, the head man, Sam Carroll. Trust the process, throw previous results out the window, focus on the game, the task at hand. That's what he always says, coach type stuff. And that's why he's so successful. But you kind of got to side with him here. Look, just throw all the results out the window. The Wilson Tobs have kind of had your number through the first half of the season. But guess what? You own a playoff spot. So far, they don't. So you kind of have to throw that first half out the window and really just take care of business tonight. And remember, we've also been to their place more than they've been here. So that's another thing to note, as we come into the second half of play tonight. And I mean, take the Peninsula Pilots, for example, who were dead last in the East in the first half and have catapulted themselves to first in the second half. Now, it's early, but you really never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, no.
So, especially with this, 2-half format. So that makes you all the more lucky that the Marlins locked down that postseason spot in the first half. Now, with that being said, did I go on a little bit of a tangent there? Yes, but control the controllables. ABC baseball, good pitching, and it'll get done.
Yeah, keep doing what you're doing, basically. Sam Carroll, we got an interview with him, so let's send it down.
Colby Cook with the head man, Sam Carroll, and Coach, a convincing win last night against the Salamanders. It was an offensive explosion. What did you think of last night's game?
Yeah, like you said, we were able to come out and swing it well. I think we had 5 bags also offensively. We had a few speed doubles in there, balls that didn't get past the outfielder that we stretched out to 2 bases, and overall our offense did a good job last night.
Yeah. Really, really good on the base paths. Mershon with 4 hits, 4 for 6. Youngblood with 3 for 5. What can you say about the top of the order, kind of setting the table for the middle and the bottom half?
Well, they've been doing well, but I mean, it is a team effort. I mean, yeah, they can get on base, but then they also got to get knocked in. And so the guys throughout the lineup have done a good job of kind of cleaning up the table, so to speak. And then,
a lot of runs allowed last night for both sides, but Ryan Devaney getting his first start in a Marlins uniform tonight. What do you expect to see out of him?
Like what we've seen, this is why we're giving him the start. The opener starts. He's going to go, he's going to fill up the zone. The slider is his best pitch, and then hopefully he can give us a good opening, and then we can navigate the bullpen accordingly afterwards.
Well, 2-2 in the second half here. Getting back on the beam, and of course, a game with the Wilson Tobs, who you played really, really close in the first half. So you really got to watch them in the second half as well. What are some keys against Wilson tonight to take care of them?
We don't watch anybody. I mean, I get the point. Like, you look out, those teams are the ones that are going to be near the top, but we just handle ourselves, and as long as we keep coming out and doing our thing, then it'll be good. And we showed that in the first half. Yeah, Wilson took 3 or 4 from us, but we just worry about ourselves and keep plugging along. And because of that mentality, we were able to come through and win the first half despite a non-positive record against the Tobs.
It's banner night here in the second half to commemorate the first half victory. Coach, thanks a lot as always.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun tonight. Thanks, Colby. Really happy for Buddy Bingle, and this is going to be his 4th consecutive half that has been won here at the organization, and that's just a testament to his leadership, and really happy for him.
So, with always, the head man, Sam Carroll, will send it back up to the booth. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Colby.
After tonight against the Wilson Tobs, the Marlins face the Wilmington Sharks, the rival Wilmington Sharks, 4 times in a row.
Yeah, it's going to be a wild one. Look, the doubleheader rescheduled from the other night's game that was, postponed due to rain. It's going to be an absolute wild one, and it's a 4-game series. You're going to have 2 at home, 2 on the road, and the Sharks have been the team that's really played this team the closest all year long. It has been neck and neck. It's going to be a really, really exciting series.
Yeah, Saturday on the road, Sunday off day, Monday on the road, and Tuesday is the doubleheader here at Big Rock Stadium. Well, thank you for joining us here for the Go Fish pregame show. Colby Cook, Spencer Pattison. Enjoy the game, everybody. Join us on Flow Sports.